Do you want to know how my clients are getting down to 20% body fat or less and looking ripped when they get there? Well, it comes down to building muscle. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to give you 3 ways to build muscle with a little science, but also some usable, actionable examples that you can apply in the gym today. Because I know people are frustrated with this, I put together a guide on how to build muscle and how to do it efficiently and effectively. If you want that guide, just type in muscle guide below and I'll send it over to you via DM. And I'll just follow up with a couple questions on how else I can help you with my content or maybe even help you with my coaching. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Brant Bermudez and I'm an expert on helping frustrated moms and dads figure out the most effective, fast, and fun way for them to get the physique they want, to lose the body fat, and to feel good in their own skin again. So we need to figure out how to build muscle. Let's get into these 3 ways and some actionable examples for you to start building muscle. Way to build muscle is simply mechanical tension. So mechanical tension in the muscle tissue can be produced 2 different ways. It can be active or it can be passive. And what this means is if you're going into a squat, you're going to have some active tension on the muscle when the quads are contracting to push you out of that squat, but you're going to have some passive tension on the muscle as you're dropping into that squat and you're trying to kind of slow the lowering effect, or what we call the eccentric phase. And why does that even matter? Because without full range of motion, getting all the way to kind of the hip crease below the knees, then you're not going to get that full passive and active tension on the muscles. And this is how you're going to produce gains in muscle tissue, which is going to basically make you a metabolic fat burning machine. You can do this a bunch of different ways, of course with weights, bands, chains, machines, cables, but also just with your body weight, moving through full range of motion. And that's where we always start with people is let's move through a full range of motion, make sure you can do it well, you can do it with stability, and then you can start adding load to that so that you can start building muscle really efficiently and really effectively. The second way to build muscle is through muscle damage. I know that might sound a little scary, but damaging the muscle through resistance training is what makes the muscle have to grow back bigger and stronger. And this damage has to happen through a full range of motion with sufficient load, and that's dependent on where you're at in your muscle building journey. But if this isn't happening through number 1, the mechanical tension, and we're not damaging the tissue, these little microscopic tears, then your body's not going to grow the muscle back and make it bigger, which is called hypertrophy, and it's going to make the muscle tissue bigger, which is going to give you more of that expensive muscle, and it's going to help with not only your physique and how your clothes fit, but then it's also going to help with burning fat. So this is the number 2 thing on how to build muscle efficiently and effectively for fat loss. The third way to build muscle has to happen through cellular fatigue. Now, this probably means you're going to have to get fatigued because what's going on is as you contract the muscle repeatedly, you start to increase the cellular fatigue. And this is a chemical phenomenon that happens inside and outside of the tissue to make the muscle tissue be stressed enough with mechanical tension and the muscle damage to have to repair and grow the muscle. So what that means for you, because blah, 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 is it's that burning part of when you're lifting weights or doing resistance training. It should mean that you go to near failure, not failure, but near failure. So if you're doing a set of 12 reps, 9, 10, 11, and 12 are going to really burn and hurt and suck a little bit, but that's where all the good things are happening. That's where all these 3 things are coming together, and that's what's really effective for building muscle. If this isn't happening to you on a regular basis with your workouts, then you're not building muscle. I'm sorry to tell you that, but it's just not going to help. And if you want the results that my clients are getting and getting down in their body fat percentage into at least 20%, if not into the high teens, starting to reveal that muscle that they've been working so hard for, then I can send you this guide, my muscle building guide. That'll help. And if I can help you from there, I would love to help. But just message me below or write in the comments, muscle guide. I'll send it over to you and see if we can get you started on becoming a metabolic fat burning machine so that you can look like a stud or look like a hot babe. Just get going, but you have to follow these principles. All right, take care.